You're watching the U.S. Report, and I am Robert L. Peters. No, wait, sorry, that's not right. Welcome to the program. I'm your host, J.R.B. Ware. No, hang on, sorry. It's not right either. No, one more time. Let's try again. Good evening. Thank you for joining me. I am Robin Ware. Wait, no. What's going on here? Oh, sorry. This is the U.S. Report, and I am James Morrow. Finally, we got it right. But who were all those other names I mentioned? Why, they were none other than aliases used by Joseph Robinette Biden when he was vice president to set up secret anonymous email accounts with which he could discuss business with his son Hunter and others. And of course, we know that Joe Biden has, when it comes to being called other names, well, he's always been a bit of a man of 1,000 aliases. He was, after all, it is believed to be the infamous big guy who got 10% or more in kickbacks from his not-so-prodigal son's business dealings in China and Ukraine and Kazakhstan and Lord knows where else. Sometimes he was not even to be named at all, like a sleazy, low-rent Delaware Voldemort, as when a Biden associate explained the rules of the game to Tony Bobulinski in an email from the infamous Hunter Biden laptop. And in that he said, "Don't mention Joe being involved. It's only when you are face-to-face. I know you know that, but they are paranoid," unquote. Why couldn't they talk about Joe Biden? Why couldn't they name him? Why was he paranoid? Who knows? Maybe it had to do with what was being discussed in those emails, because while we don't know what's completely in there, we can guess. Thousands of these emails have been admitted to existing by the National Archives, and they are now subject to requests from Congress and Freedom of Information requests. And we also know that there are at least 27 emails that are linked to the Robert L. Peters address or alias for Joe Biden. Emails such as this one between a senior advisor to the vice president and Robert L. Peters, rather the vice president, and Hunter Biden about prepping for a meeting with Petro Poroshenko, the name you'll recall being the fellow who was president of Ukraine, who was also the subject of that infamous story that Joe Biden or Robert Peters or whatever he was going by told some time ago, in which Joe Biden was the hero for threatening to withhold from Poroshenko in Ukraine unless a certain prosecutor who was investigating the oil and gas business Burisma that was also paying Hunter $1 million a year, well, unless that prosecutor was fired. Now, the email is, of course, important because it further links Joe to Hunter's business dealings. And this is something which the White House and the rest of the nothing to see here crowd have been keen for so long to deny, even as they slowly walk back their defense from, oh, the president knew nothing, to, okay, sure, the president knew something, but that doesn't mean he did anything. We know that the next step on this journey is, of course, going to be something like, well, okay, fine, maybe the Bidens did sell access and influence, but come on, hey, it's not like they questioned an election, right? In the meantime, there is a growing standoff between the House Oversight Committee and the National Archives over these emails, which could wind up running into the election and also wind up being fodder for an eventual impeachment inquiry. And I say that can't come a moment too soon.